So today is officially backyard build day 1. It's the engine swap I'm going to be doing on the Comanche. I'm going to have a separate playlist for this, all the steps of part 2 of how to get everything done to swap a 96 HO high output inline 6 into the Comanche. So today we're going to be pulling the interior out of this, the dash, the seats, getting that all ready because we're going to be swapping the dash, interior trim, all that stuff from the Cherokee into the Comanche. And we're probably going to start pulling a lot of the wiring and the ECU and all that stuff from the Comanche and just clear the engine bay for the next video, which I'm going to be pulling the engine out of the Comanche, washing the bay, and pulling the motor mounts and the frame horns and all that good stuff off. Well, let's get to it and I'll bring you guys along. As you can see, I kind of got started already taking the interior out of the Comanche. First and foremost, you got to pull the seats. It's 4 1/2-inch or 13 mil bolts, and then you pull this bezel off from behind the dash, which is it's 4 Phillips head screws. And so to pretty much to remove the entire interior of the Comanche, it's some simple tools: a Phillips head screwdriver, a 3/4 ratchet with a little extension, a 15 mil socket, a 1/4 drive ratchet with an extension, 10 mil socket, and your 1/2-inch open-ended wrench. Now, your next step is to pull your dash out, so then you can take off the 7 screws that are here, so you can pull the lower dash out. And then you will have to go back here and disconnect some stuff before you can pull it completely out. Actually, if you have this ashtray here in the middle, there is another bolt hiding right there. So it's 8 bolts before you can get out the lower dash. Now, the gauge cluster, it's a couple screws on the side. You'll see it, it's very easy to pinpoint. Now, the next thing you're gonna do, I don't know if you can see it in there, but there's this bolt and this bolt. Those are 15 mils. That's for the steering column right here. And it's gonna swing the steering column out of the way, make it easier to access everything else, so we can pull the rest of the dash. Once you got your gauge cluster out and your steering wheel out of the way, nice and loose, you're gonna pull all these little components here, and you're gonna pull these off, disconnect whatever is behind them, and then you're gonna pull the trim piece that's back here. You're gonna open your glove box. There's a screw there, there's one here. Well, for this plastic trim piece, there's a screw there, a screw here, and then there's another one back there on the driver's side. And then that comes off, and then you got 10 mil bolts across the dash that will release the dash. Four bolts from the top of the dash out. You got 2 more bolts left. They're 15 mils and they are right there. You got one right here behind. It's behind this kick panel. So you got that one there, and then you got one on the driver's side. This is the inside of the Comanche. The dash has all been pulled. Now it's to get the HVAC box off and the heater core and all that good stuff. Gotta pull all that so you can have the whole exposed firewall. And I'm gonna be swapping pretty much all this stuff, the HVAC box, the whole dash, the gauge cluster, from the Cherokee. So to remove the heater core, first you gotta remove the screw or the little bolt that goes through here, and then The rest of the stuff is on the firewall side. I don't know how you can see it, but there's a stud there. There's another one lower than that, and there's one there, and there's one down there. So you take those off, and the heater core comes out of the Jeep. They always say to beat procrastination, do 2 projects at once. The radiator, condenser, header panels are removed. Getting ready to pull this thing out. But the HVAC box is still in there. There's one stud on the firewall that just keeps spinning and I can't get it out. I need to figure that out, but we are getting close to having this Comanche completely gutted. So HVAC box is still not out. There's one stud on the firewall that's not coming out. It's just spinning, but the motor's ready to come out. We got everything disconnected, all the wiring's gone. We just gotta loosen the motor mounts, take them off, hook it up to the cherry picker, and it's coming out today. All right, so officially, engine's out. 2.5 liters right here. If anyone needs any 2.5 liter stuff, hit me up. But now it's time to pressure wash all this stuff, clean it up, finish taking off the heater core and all that good stuff, so that we can get the bay completely empty and get it ready for the inline 6. So as you guys just saw, we ended on a high note. We got, my buddy and I, we got more done than what I thought we were gonna get done today. I thought we were just gonna pull out the interior, you know, take some bits and pieces out of the engine bay, but we were able to pull the whole engine out of the Jeep today, so that puts me way further along than I thought I was gonna be. I still have to take the HVAC box out of the inside of the Jeep. There's one bolt on the firewall. I just keep spinning when I try to take it out, so I'm probably just gonna cut it with the angle grinder. But besides that, the whole engine's out of the Jeep, and I couldn't be happier. So the next couple days, I'm gonna be labeling all the wiring and connections and stuff in the XJ, and then probably this weekend, like Saturday or Sunday, I will be getting the XJ ready for being swapped, I guess, pulling all the engine stuff out. We're gonna do the same thing, take the whole header panel off, the radiator, all that good stuff, and then undo the transmission bolts and then just pull the whole engine out. Well, I'm glad you guys were able to stick along. See you next time.